in these sentences? Tell me, please, Dulce. Sentence number 1. Which do you think is the auxiliary verb in sentence 1?
Having.
Having. What do you think, Andres? Do you agree with your partner?
I think is having mm, for uh,
Okay, thank you. Maria Alejandra?
I think it is are
Are. Why?
Yes, I think it's are.
Why? Why are?
because we use are and for introduce for auxiliary verb for introduce something.
Okay, anybody else? What do you think, Cardoso? Which one is the auxiliary verb here?
I think maybe it's having.
Why?
Having because they are, I don't know how to say, connect the verb.
Okay,
After.
thank you. Eliseo, what about you? What do you think? Which is the auxiliary verb here?
I think it's having.
Okay, what is the tense in this sentence? Bruno, the tense.
Fun.
The tense, el tiempo gramatical, the tense.
Oh, present.
Present. Carlos, what do you think? Is this a sentence in the present?
No, present continuous.
Present continuous, right? Okay. So, what is the auxiliary verb that we use for the present continuous?
The ing form.
Natalia?
The ing from.
Andrea Loaiza?
The ing.
Oh my God, guys, you are in advanced level. Okay, no, it's not the ing. This is not the auxiliary verb. Okay, this is the main verb of the sentence, el verbo principal de la oración. This is the auxiliary verb, the verb to be. Okay, so when we have a present continuous sentence, the auxiliary verb is are.
Yes,
Okay.
because you can say they have fun. Have is the main verb.
Yes. Here in the next sentence, the auxiliary verb is don't. What is the tense in this sentence? What is the tense?
Like. Oh no.
Present.
Present simple, right? So the auxiliary verb is don't. And the main verb, el verbo principal, is like, right? What about this one? What is the tense in this question?
Past participle.
No. What is the tense?
Perfect.
Bien, yes, good, Josie. Present perfect. What is the auxiliary verb in the present perfect tense?
Have.
Have. Yes, have is the auxiliary verb in, and read or read in this case is the main verb, right? So this is the present continuous, present simple, and present perfect. As you can see, we have auxiliary verbs in different tenses. Okay, so we can use auxiliary verb in different tenses. We're going to check now what are the auxiliary verbs for each one of the tenses. Okay, so I want you to tell me what tenses do you know? What are the tenses in English? ¿Cuáles son los tiempos gramaticales en inglés? We have
Present, past, and future.
Okay, any other?
Present simple.
Okay,
Past perfect.
past perfect. What else? We have
Present perfect.
present perfect. Anything else?
Present continuous.
Present continuous, very well. Any other?
Past
A
continuous.
simple.
Past continuous, past simple, very good. Any other? And future, right? Okay,
Yeah,
good. So here we have the tenses. We have some of them. Present simple, present continuous, past simple, past continuous, present perfect, and past perfect. Okay, you have learned all of them. Ya han aprendido todos estos tiempos gramaticales. Okay, so you are going to help me to discover which of these auxiliary verbs we use for each one of these tenses. Okay, for example, for the present simple, what do we use? What is the auxiliary verb that we use for the present simple?
Be.
Again? Auxiliary verb in the present simple?
Do, does.
Very good. We use do and we use does, right? For the present continuous, we use the verb to be, right? This is the auxiliary verb that we use, okay? What about the past simple?
We use did.
Did, right? We use the auxiliary verb do, but in the past. What about the past continuous?
have.
Past continuous?
Was and were.
Was and were. We use the verb to be, but in the past, right? Okay. What about the present perfect?
We use have.
Have, right? As we said, don't or do, does or doesn't. For the past simple, we use did or didn't. Okay. For the present perfect, we use have and the past participle verb, right? And for the past perfect, had. Very good. We use had and the past participle, right? So these are some of the auxiliary verbs that we will be practicing in this lesson, okay? So let's go to the book. In the book, you have your grammar panel about the auxiliary verbs. It says, we use auxiliary verbs to form some tenses. Okay, for example, the verb be for the present continuous, right? We are talking about profile photos, or they are talking about profile photos. What about have? Can you give me an example of this conversation?
I have changed a lot of science college.
Okay, since. I have changed a lot since college. Yes, you can write here the sentence. I have changed a lot since college. Okay, good. Let's go for the next one. It says, to form the negative, we use also some auxiliary verbs to form the negative. For example, I don't remember him, okay? If we say this exact sentence in the past, how can we say this in the past?
I didn't remember him.
I didn't, right? Okay, very good. So, in yes, no questions and short answers, we use auxiliary verbs, okay? And the auxiliary verb comes before the subject in the question, okay? Can you find any example from the reading, from the conversation? Yes, no answers. Read the conversation.
Yes, I do. Or-
Yes, I do. Right? What is this? Oh, yes, I do. Right?
Mm.
So you can write here, yes, I do. Here, number 2, yes, I do. In short answers, use the pronoun plus the auxiliary verb. Okay? Yes, I have, or no, he didn't. Then we have here, in object questions. Okay? ¿Qué significa object questions? It says, do you remember that I don't know if we learned here in this class, we review this. What is the subject of the sentence? Do you remember? The subject of the sentence? What is this? Subject. ¿Cómo podrían definir eso? Subject. Subject.
The one that's doing the action?
The one?
That's doing the action?
Yes, the one who does the action. Yes, very good. The ones who perform the action, right? And what about the object? What is the object? The object in a sentence. I'm gonna write this again. For example, he opens the door. What is the subject in this sentence? He opened the door.
Open.
What is the subject?
He.
He, because it's the person who is doing the action, right? And which one do you think is the object?
Door.
The door.
The door,
The door.
right? Because it's the object or person who receives the action. Okay, so here we have object questions too. Tenemos preguntas que son object. ¿Cómo nos damos cuenta de estas preguntas? For example, it says, what did you do? Okay, what is the object of the question? Okay, porque estamos preguntando, nuestra respuesta nos va a responder esto, what. Okay, y en este sentido, you is the subject. Okay, entonces, what did you do? Quiero que encuentren otro ejemplo de pregunta en la conversación con auxiliary verb. Auxiliary verb.
Why didn't you use one of yourself?
Very
Is
good.
that something?
Why didn't
You use one of yourself?
Okay, very good. So this is an object question. Okay. Entonces, para este tipo de preguntas utilizamos auxiliar. Okay. Pero dice, in subject questions, we don't use a pronoun or do or does or did. Okay. Vamos a explicarlo un poquito mejor. Dijimos que esta era una object question, pero también tenemos otro tipo de preguntas que se llaman subject questions. ¿Ok? En este tipo de preguntas no utilizamos auxiliar. ¿Ok? Por ejemplo, who took the photo? Y tampoco utilizamos un pronombre. Por ejemplo, si yo pregunto, who wants to eat pizza? Who wants to eat pizza? Ok, entonces estoy buscando un sujeto, ¿cierto? Estoy buscando un sujeto. Por esa razón no necesito poner un sujeto, un personal pronoun, y tampoco necesito poner un auxiliar en mi pregunta, porque estoy buscando por un sujeto. Mi respuesta va a ser un sujeto. ¿Ok? Entonces, por esa razón no utilizamos auxiliar ni personal pronoun. Sometimes we use an auxiliary in short answers to W questions too. For example, who took the photo? My sister did. ¿Ok? Cuando queremos hacer una respuesta corta, podemos utilizar un auxiliar. ¿Ok? Vemos el tiempo gramatical de nuestro verbo, en este caso nuestro verbo está en el pasado, y utilizamos el auxiliar que necesitamos para el pasado, did. ¿Ok? Si a ver, vamos a hacer la misma pregunta. Who wants to eat pizza? ¿Cuál sería la respuesta corta? ¿Recuerden? ¿Cómo?
I want.
I do, auxiliar. Recuerden, no utilizamos un verbo, sino el auxiliar después del sujeto. Necesitamos un auxiliar. Nos fijamos en nuestro verbo y nuestro verbo está en presente simple. Entonces utilizamos el auxiliar para presente simple. I do. ¿Ok? ¿Pueden hacerme alguna otra pregunta de este tipo? Who, preguntando con who. ¿Alguna idea de alguna otra pregunta?
Who took the photo? Oh, what? No, that's already there.
Who
Who bought the bracelet?
Who bought the bracelet? He did, because it's in the past, right? Who bought the bracelet? He did. Él lo compró. Ok, entonces directamente ponemos who y el verbo. Si nuestro verbo está en presente, sí o sí tiene que ir como para tercera persona. Ok. Then we have tag questions. Do you remember tag questions? No? Okay. It says, we form tag questions with an auxiliary verb and a pronoun. They usually follow this rule. Okay. Si nuestra oración está en afirmativo, nuestra respuesta debe ser negativa. Ok. Nuestra tag question debe ser negativa. Y si nuestra oración está en negativo, nuestra tag question debe ser afirmativa. Por ejemplo, acá tenemos you sold tickets. Ok, y como pueden ver, nuestra tag question es negativa. Didn't you? Ok. Didn't you? Porque nuestro verbo está en el pasado. Entonces, por esa razón, lo hacemos así. ¿Qué significa esta tag question? La utilizamos cuando queremos confirmar alguna información. Es como decir, no, vendiste tickets, no. Entonces estamos confirmando la información. ¿Ok? Busquen un ejemplo en la conversación de una tag question. Que sea negativa la oración y la tag question positiva.
I have. He didn't hurt himself, did he?
Okay. He didn't hurt himself. Did he? Él no se lastimó. No, dice. O cierto, es como para confirmar esta información. Ok, vamos a hacer otro tipo de tag questions. For example, the class starts at 5 p.m. ¿Cuál sería mi tag question acá? The class starts at 5 p.m. Coma. Siempre para hacer nuestra tag question necesitamos una coma. ¿Cuál sería la tag question? Tienen que fijarse en el verbo. ¿El verbo está en qué tiempo gramatical?
Present.
Present. ¿Cuál es el auxiliar que utilizamos para el presente? Do. ¿Ok? Y como mi tag question debe ser negativa, porque mi oración es afirmativa.
Doesn't it? Doesn't it?
Yes. Doesn't it? Porque estamos hablando de la clase, tercera persona. ¿Cierto? Doesn't it? Ok, vamos a hablar de un varón. Eliseo is, I don't know, 25 years old. What is my tag question here? What is the tag question?
Isn't he?
Isn't he? Se fijan en el verbo que es is y lo transforman al opuesto, a la forma negativa o positiva de acuerdo a su pregunta. Isn't he? Ok. Es como decir, Eliseo tiene 25 años, ¿no? Ok. ¿Alguna idea de que ustedes tengan para hacer una tag question? Piensen en... Yes.
And you made the cake, didn't you?
Very good. You made the cake. Didn't you? Una tag question con statement negativo, con la oración negativa. ¿Qué podríamos decir?
That's not Maria's car,
Ujú.
is it? I think. Is it?
Is it? Ok. Una oración negativa en present perfect. Oración negativa en present perfect. ¿Alguien que vea una oración negativa en presente perfecto? Orlando, what about you? Negative sentence in the present perfect.
Bruno have been in my house.
Again, please.
Bruno have been in my house.
Bruno. Negativa, ¿cómo sería? Negativa, present perfect para Bruno, ¿cómo sería?
Haven't.
Haven't?
Haven't.
What do you think, guys? Haven't?
Hasn't been.
Hasn't. Because
Hasn't.
we are talking about Bruno, okay? Hasn't been in the house. ¿Cuál sería mi tag question?
Have he?
Has he?
Has
he?
he? Right? Ok, entonces puedes utilizarlo en cualquier tiempo gramatical. Ok, siempre utilizando el auxiliar. Good. Let's go to the next one, number 6. To add emphasis to the main verb. Okay, I want you to look for an example to add emphasis. Look for an example in the conversation. Emphasis. Creo que se lo dije a Bruno el ejemplo cuando estábamos haciendo el ejercicio. Era con did, creo. No? I did think. ¿Qué más dice el ejemplo? I did think about it, algo así.
Yes.
I did think about it. Si se dan cuenta, esta oración no es correctamente gramaticalmente correcta si la decimos en el pasado. ¿Cuál sería la oración correcta en el pasado? I. Oración afirmativa en el pasado.
Do.
No. Thought. Thought. I thought, I guess it is, about it. Directamente ponemos el verbo en pasado. ¿Cierto? No necesitamos poner did en nuestras oraciones afirmativas en el pasado. Pero cuando queremos hacer énfasis en el verbo, podemos hacer esto. I did think about it. Sí lo pensé. ¿Ok? Entonces es para hacer énfasis.
Teacher, eso es como en español, digamos, que uno dice, sí lo pensé, y con el I did think about it es como decir, de hecho, sí lo pensé.
Yes.
¿Podría
Para
ser un
hacer más
ejemplo?
énfasis. Ujú.
Yes.
Ok, entonces podríamos utilizar do, does, did, and these auxiliary verbs are always followed by the infinitive. Okay, for example, they are followed by the infinitive form of the verb. For example, everyone does look like they are having fun. Esta es otra forma de enfatizar esta oración en presente simple. Everyone does, right? Okay. Questions until here? Entonces tenemos 6 formas en las que podemos utilizar los auxiliares, ¿cierto? Todas estas formas para utilizar los auxiliares. Let's practice a little bit on page 140. Go to the page